Hello again. For this video we're going to show you how to multiply polynomials. So now we're not going to do a monomial times a polynomial, it's just a bunch of polynomials multiplied together. And one of the more common ones we're going to use is a binomial times another binomial. Now this is really just going to be one big distribution where we take the first variable, which is x, and we're going to multiply it by x plus 4. And then we're going to take the second one, which is plus 7, and multiply it by the same x plus 4. So we're distributing this x to both of these terms, this 7 to both these terms, and then we're going to combine like terms. So the first thing you might want to do is write it like this, and then go and distribute. So the x multiplies here and multiplies here. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is positive 4x. Now distribute here and here. 7 times x is positive 7x. 7 times 4 is positive 28. Now we're not done because we can still combine like terms here. So the x squared has nothing to combine with, so we bring it down. We have x squared. 4x plus 7x is going to give us 11x. So x squared plus 11x plus the 28 on the end. And this is your final solution. And most of the time when we multiply a binomial with another binomial, we end up with a quadratic trinomial. And this is quadratic because the highest degree of any of its terms is degree of 2. Trinomial because it has 3 terms. We'll go ahead and try the next one. Let's take the 2x out and bring the 2x plus 4 down. So I'm going to take this 2x and multiply it all the way through here. And the same thing with the negative 9. Bring the negative 9 down, and I'm going to bring the 2x plus 4 also. Now distribute. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 4 is going to give us plus 8x. Now when you distribute this one, you got to distribute the negative with the 9. So negative 9 times 2x is going to give you negative 18x. And negative 9 times the 4 is going to give you negative 36. Then we can combine our like terms in the middle, and most of the time when you do this correctly, your terms in the middle will be alike. So we bring down our 4x squared. 8x minus 18x leaves you with negative 10x. And we bring down the minus 36. And that's how we multiply those. Now, if you have a 2 by 2, you can also do what's known as the FOIL technique. The problem with the FOIL technique is it only works with a 2 by 2. If you see this problem down here, this is a 2 by 3. And the FOIL technique won't work with this. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last. So we're going to multiply the first numbers together. So 4b times b is 4b squared. Multiply the outer numbers. So 4b times negative 4, which is negative 16b. Multiply the inner numbers. 6 times b is positive 6b. And multiply the last two numbers, 6 times negative 4, and that's negative 24. And you can see we end up with 4 terms here, kind of like we ended up with 4 terms on this level up here. It does the same thing as what we did here, the distribution, but what you need to do is think of this as a big distribution. We tend to not use the FOIL technique. Let's go ahead and combine our like terms here. So we have a 4b to the second. This is our like term, so negative 16 plus 6 is going to give us plus 10, sorry, not plus. It's going to be minus 10b, and then bring down the minus 24. For our last example, we have a binomial times a trinomial. And you could do 3d times all these, and then 3 times all these, and then look through your long string of numbers and try to combine your like terms. But there is another technique that we can use, and it's stacking the numbers, kind of like multiplying a 2-digit and a 3-digit number. Normally we like to put the 3-digit number on top, so what we're going to do is put 2d to the third. And what you might notice is we go from a power of 3 to a power of 1. And when you do this technique, you can't skip over your power of 2, so we're going to have a placeholder of plus 0x to the second. Now we bring down our plus 5d to the first, and we bring down our minus 2. So when you go and do this, you can't skip out on that squared term there. And then we'll put this underneath it, so we're going to call this 3d plus 3. Draw a line, put a little time symbol out here. And then we're going to take this 3 and just multiply all the way through. So 3 times negative 2 gives you negative 6. 3 times 5d gives you a positive 15d. 3 times 0x squared is going to give you plus 0x squared. 3 times 2d is going to give you 6d to the third. Okay, now we're going to skip a spot, make a placeholder here, just like we do when we do a 3-digit times a 2-digit number. And now we're going to do 3d times negative 2, and that's going to give us negative 6d. And you can see that my like terms will line up when we do this technique. 3d times 5d is going to give us plus 5d squared. So we do have square terms here. And now 3d times 0x to the square, second power, is going to give us, that should be a d by the way, will give us 0d to the third, so there is no third degrees in there on that one. And then 3d times 2d to the third power is going to give us a positive 6d to the 1 plus 3 is going to give us a fourth power. And now we just add these up vertically. 6d to the fourth plus nothing is 6d to the fourth. 6d to the third plus 0d to the third is positive 6d to the third. 0x, actually it should be d, 0d to the second plus 5d to the second gives us plus 5d to the second. 15d minus 6d is going to give us minus or negative 9d, and negative 6 plus 0 is negative 6, and this becomes your final solution.